the city's newest $2.4 billion casino, set to close its doors by September 2nd, leaving thousands of casino workers jobless. A complete smoking ban will go into effect for the entire length of the boardwalk, but not on the actual beach. Now, beachgoers we spoke with say that's not enough, and they're fed up with finding these cigarette butts in the sand. No crabbing, no fishing, no loitering. Not only to keep people safe from the traffic along Route 9, but take a look at this, to keep people from littering on the side of the road. Now, city officials tell me that if they catch people crabbing, fishing, or loitering, maybe stop into their favorite candy store or clothing store. Others here in Ocean City decided to come out onto the beach. Residents here along the Bayshore say the storm didn't really pack that much of a punch. Township officials say they were ready for the storm and started preparing for the worst. Contractors say they are now putting the final touches on these pilings, and they'll set the new home here on Monday. In Wildwood, I'm Bobby Liga, NBC 40 News. By the end of the summer, around 1,000 Trump Plaza workers may be jobless. Workers received their WARN notices 2 weeks ago.
We are not going down without a fight.
You march in that place, you tell them what you want, and you want it now.
That's right.
And what Trump Plaza workers say they want is management to postpone the impending closure by 4 months so a buyer can be found. Nearly 700 employees signed a petition demanding the company to keep its doors open.
4 more months. 4 more months.
Potential buyers can come into the property and keep it open and keep people employed and keep this area successful.
Closing it is not a viable option, and it will hurt the company, it will hurt the workers, and it will hurt the South Jersey economy.
And in the last 6 months, Atlantic City's gaming industry has taken a devastating blow. The Atlantic Club closed its doors in January. Showboat plans to close its doors by the end of the summer, and Atlantic City's newest casino, Revel Casino and Hotel, is slated to close as soon as August 18th if a buyer is not found.
My husband works at Showboat. We still haven't figured out what we're going to do.
We're like a family, and we're ready to fight to keep it open and to keep our jobs.
And we want to be loud and we want to be proud. That's right.
Trump Plaza workers we spoke with say it is not time to give up on Atlantic City.
There's no other place in the country where you can have the boardwalk, the beach, the ocean. This is a very unique destination.
We are just building this momentum up, and we are just going to keep on rolling.
Now, we reached out to Trump Plaza, but they were unavailable for comment. Of course, we will continue to follow this developing story, and we'll bring you information as it becomes available to us. Reporting in Atlantic City, I'm Bobby Liga, NBC 40 News. When these firemen received the call, they say every second matters.
The goal here is to save lives. That's what we're all about.
And that's why Chief Widener with the Brigantine Fire Department has his men simulating a fire rescue in this vacant home.
Straight from the hydrant and let me know when you're ready for water.
You don't have time to discuss what's going to happen or how you're going to do it. You need to train on this over and over so that when the time comes, they act.
Houses like this one, which will soon be demolished, provide a more realistic situation for firefighters when training. This is a search and rescue simulation. Now, the firemen are wearing masks because it may be difficult to see during an actual blaze. Now, once they find the victim, they say their goal is to remove the person from the structure immediately.
Getting the victim out as soon as possible, that's key, because if someone's down in a smoky environment, every second counts for their life as well.
We want it to be second nature. We pull up. We're not just going through the motions. We know what we're supposed to do.
But search and rescue wasn't the only mission on the department's list Friday morning. And this abandoned house also allowed crews to practice cutting into the roof for ventilation, which helps air out the blaze.
Lets us get all the superheated gases and smoke out of the building, which allows firefighters to see, which in turn allows us to do our searches.
And at the end of the day, although the training may be tough, these firemen say the work must be done so they can be ready to save the day.
It's our passion. It's what we love to do. We love to help people.
In Brigantine, Bobby Liga, NBC 40 News.
No one can ever take that special place in our hearts that she has taken.
It was an evening for friends, family, and the mainland community to remember 14-year-old Ashlyn Cook.
Ashlyn was one of my best friends. We grew up together. She lived right across the street from me. She was just one of those girls that was just always so sweet and kind.
Ashlyn, though she is a stepping up 9th grader, she is and shall always be a Mustang.
One family.
One school.
One school.
One community.
One community.
And on Wednesday evening, hundreds gathered at Mainland Regional High School for a special candlelight vigil to honor a girl who friends say will never be forgotten.
She was one of the best people that I have ever known.
She didn't deserve this at all. She was the last person in the world I would ever expect something like this to happen to.
The 14-year-old soccer player was in a car with several teammates heading to a charity game on Saturday morning when police say their vehicle was struck by a truck on Route 40. Ashlyn succumbed to her injuries on Wednesday.
This was a tragedy, and we need to stick together and be strong for the Cook family because this is probably the hardest thing they've ever done.
It's her spirit that's going to carry on for her, and the memory of her will be carried on through our soccer program, through our school in general.
Now, the superintendent also tells me there will be plenty of grief counselors available for the entire student body, not only here at the high school, but throughout the rest of the school district to help the students cope with this tragic loss. In Linwood, I'm Bobby Liga, NBC 40 News.